remember now that there are so many teams playing today, which is pretty insane, but there are a lot of teams playing today. This means that it's only going to be, and hear me out here, it's only going to be the top 2 teams from every group going through alongside the best 14 third places. So there's 25 groups in total, which means that 11 third place teams won't go through, but 14 will. Somewhat complicated, but it's all working out, I think. It's a little, you gotta keep your tongue straight in your mouth to math that one out, but it works out. So there's 14 third places will go through, and 11 won't. There might be some tiebreakers, there might be tricky to figure out who's gonna do what, but that's nonetheless the way that that it's going to be going. And finally, I guess I should just have announced that we started at 7 instead of 6. It was because, oh guys, it was because we went into summertime recently, you know? That's why. It was not supposed to start before now anyway. At least now it's working. You know what? That is the most important thing. There are 64 players in this server. Glad to see everyone made it in. Really glad. I know there are some groups that were started with a few less players, but this group has made its way in with everyone playing, which is amazing to see. Let's see how things are gonna fare. It's gonna be 4 games. 2 games on Miramar, 2 games on Erangel. I was considering whether, now that it was delayed, whether we should remove a game, but since what do you say? Since it's only a BO4 already, I didn't really wanna remove games when it's only 2 teams that go through from each group, and some third places, as I said. Let's see, FaZe. Now that they don't have Liquid here, they have a tendency these days of whenever Liquid isn't playing to hop in and swoop away their spots. And this time around, it seems like they're doing it again. They are being contested, though. They are being contested, and one of those contestations are over towards what do you call it? The what do you call this? The boxing ring, the arena, whatever you want to call it. Downstairs they are, full HD 1080. On the bottom floor, will they fight it through though? I'm not quite sure. 100 is there, he's running upstairs as well, looking around. Hasn't seen anyone yet, let's see. Will he get eyes on over? He does. Uber gets tanked up a little, but damage comes in return. Now Uber does go down. Full HD 90 FOV. He's gonna have it angled on in. 2 guys are downstairs. They found the knock on a FaZe player, but FaZe are pushing over as fast as they can to try and see if they can find an answer to it. FaZe gets the knock on towards 1. Holly finds the second. 80 finds the third. And what looked to be potentially working out for Full HD all of a sudden isn't. And is by himself. He's miles outside. He's sitting around now. And, well, when they got Uber at first, I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance that they get them down. But nope, not the case. Unless Vandis pulls off a miracle here. I don't think that's going to be a, win in the book of Full HD. At least not this time around. So, Vandis will be chilling by himself. Maybe he'll find a snake on his own. But I think that's going to be it. Circles down towards the south. Just give me a moment, guys. Since we had the delay, a lot of one second. Okay, I need to fix something real quick. A lot of things are going on when we have delays coming up. Let's see, and is still walking around. Hasn't opted to reveal his position just yet. have a lot of things to fix it at the same time. Sorry, guys. I will get back to casting in just a short moment. In just a short moment, I'll get back. You know I want to cast, but I'm also responsible for everything at the same time. I'll let you guys sit and have a look at our sneaky snake here who's still alive and kicking in an area of the map where there aren't that many people. Let's see. Fuzz is trying to get away. And Dace will take the shot. He prones instead. I think he clicked the wrong button. And now we can go back to watching what's going on. Thank you guys for the patience. Again, I'm sorry that I'm a little, what do you say? A little unfocused right now. But I am trying to do a whole lot of things at the same time. Cora looks down towards Go Ahead Eagle. No damage coming in. Yansky finds a knock. That's quite a big distance to it. Wait, no, is it? I'm looking around. I don't... Where is Yansky? Oh, that's down here. Down towards the south. Yansky found one. That's going to be an elimination. Face rotating over the top. They'll be safe for now as well. And then we have Relegate. Doesn't seem like Inex is in the best position. He's going to get shot at from multiple different angles. Actually, two guys in the car. Amor and Inex both driving forward under fire. Face hasn't quite got eyes on them just yet, but he's trying to get away. And he should be able to... Yes, they will get away. Up towards the north, everyone is trying to rotate their way on in. And he's still by himself. He has been for a while. Is he gonna start shooting now that another car is coming past? Oh no, creator. Don't do it. Oh, the bike fate. He is gonna be pissed. That's unfortunate. He was waiting by the bike. And they shoot. Sneaky son of a bitch. Can we get some snake spams in the chat? Because that's a brutal way to go down. Especially when he goes into the replay and realizes that he just got killed by someone who was sitting right there. Oh, we're 8 minutes into the game and he's been camping that corner for a long time. That is really, really, really unfortunate. Let's see now. Next circle's gonna pop in just about 30 seconds time. Will we go to the islands? There's a big part of Los Hijos and that island down there, and so there's a chance. It's not a big one, but there is a chance. Seems like Konki and his teammates are they're ready for a potential South Island rotation. They have two players over there already. Ruthless King in the meantime finds Blucher. Uber finds one as well. Knock way over on the other side. That's quite a bit of distance to it. 500-meter knock. Let's see, new circle. No, not going down towards the South Side Island. At least not yet. That would require like a double hardship, which I assume won't happen. I assume that's not going to happen. Let's see. Uber in the meantime. Looking over the top. Trying to see what he can find. Kyle Allen from Slush Force wants to get a shot fight in return, but nothing's going to connect, so he's going to be backing off. How are things looking on the other side? No confrontation yet, but as I say that, FaZe squaring off against Ace. Once again, I mean, these guys, they're just the pizza monkeys. They're just unfortunate. First, they run into a sneaky snake. And then, as you can see here, Ace gets himself a nape to the face. So that's that's an unfortunate way to start off your tournament. Especially when you only have 4 games to especially when you only have 4 games to like go and make something happen. See. And throw. I'm sorry that I'm a little unfocused, guys. Again, this game 1 might be me not casting all that much, but I'll look as much as I can to try and find the action while I'm doing other stuff. There's just a whole lot going on at the same time here. Andis finds 1 more. The solo snake continues to get kills. He finds 2. Despite being alone for the entire game, he managed to find kills. And do we crash? Nope, he didn't crash. Oh my lord. I think the game was all the way out on the edge there, but no crashes. Andis finds his kill number 3. .53 is still alive. We have 3 teams up on the west side hills, up towards Chimacera. Mehani Smoke is looking over the top. Wants to try and see what he can find there. Horcrux. Ooh, can he get him? No. Can't quite get the angle. Maybe when he has his arm up. There might be a rock though. Let's see if sometimes it doesn't render at a distance. Smokes are being deployed, but does he have some cover there? Is there some cover which we couldn't see? Nope, it's just the ridge line. He was just fortunate to not get tagged up. Let's see. New circle's gonna shift in just a moment. Where are we headed then? Will Andis' adventure come to an end? I think it might. Let's see how he fares down towards the south. He managed to get around the big warehouse. Will his journey end here though? Nope, still driving. Still driving forward. The solo player, who's been solo pretty much since the game started, is still alive and kicking. Circle, oh my lord, that's a south hard shift. How do you play on this? Slush Force, they're split far apart. They probably want to consider getting towards each other. Needs to get going as fast as they can down towards the south. Ruthless and company, they're making their way in as well. FaZe Clan up towards the north. They'll have to make a transition. You would assume that they're going down to where Jeep was before, that they would have seen that that's open and available. Dark Dreams. And the teammates looking to, I would assume, try and push in from the west. But where do you go from here? I mean, they don't have eyes on the hills. They could probably scout it. I think that's what you see him do right now. No, he's looking for the team below. But neither of those 2 teams are inside the circle. So might as well just wrap around. And that's what they're doing now. Maybe you'll see them run into FaZe. Maybe you'll see them run into FaZe Clan. But there's a chance. There's a chance that they may also not know. They're stopping right here. Do not want to take any confrontations. Do not want any confrontations. Noxie's looking down. Have a team over here shooting as well. That's the Raw guys. Rise and win. Looking around for damage to be done. I mean, everyone knows that the circle's going to shift pretty much straight up north. I would assume it to go straight up towards where the guys are up here on the hilltop, but up towards Hikikorpit. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know either. The logo is a crow with a helmet on and a carrot in the mouth. So maybe something means that. I don't know. 3 guys in a vehicle and they're crashing on in. This would be this could be chaotic. Already 1 player knocked, 2 guys gone down. Missouli finds 1 more, 3 gone down. Volgara all eliminated in last place. Nice hold by Rise and Win to not only stand strong there, but get the kills. Throughout of all this, Kazawa goes down. Oh, actually no, he finds a kill on the upside down. Is that North's logo, but upside down? I think it is the Counter-Strike team North. Their logo upside down. 1 jumps out, 2 out. They both die. Dark Dreams finds the flush. And now Face one in on this. You can see Uber over the ridge line. He just found the knock and it wasn't me. Kartavel goes down as well. Uber is a scary man with a DMR in hand. And he has just found his 2nd knock. I think the remaining Face players are looking to try and see if they can get in on this action too. Coming over the top. Shaman tied to blue. That's not optimal. Dark Dreams goes, oh no, 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 no. That was the one team we had to avoid in this lobby. Now they're trying to get away from them and out they go. Dark Dreams dies to blue. Riz finds the last, and that is going to be the entirety of Scary Face goes down. Oh, that was the solo down there, but that's going to be your team on the east side out as well. So 12 teams left alive. Face already able to harvest up 7 kills. They've been farming, and farming. But the journey isn't over yet. They need to get down this hill as well. And there are 2 teams ready and waiting. So where do you rotate from here? I think that's what you saw 8C look to try and see. Where can they go? There are some open areas on the hill, like in the field that you can play. But it's really difficult because you have teams on one side looking around. And you have teams on the other looking as well. So can you play down here? Even if you go into the field, can you play down here? You might be able to. But nah, you would be visible. You would assume that you're visible to the compound to some extent. It's going to be difficult for sure. And even the guys that are up on the hilltop, that's going to be a tough one to go up against as well. Snoxy looking way over on the other side towards Gustav. Not able to connect anything. They have, again, as I said before, they will have the center of the circle. And this is literally going to be a... this is going to be king of the hill 100%. Who gets to the top? There's no way of saying just yet. NX. Looking over towards TPT. Andrew is in the house. They're outside the circle, so they have Chaos on the other side. He's getting tagged up now. That's an important player to keep alive because he's kind of the eye in the sky for the team down in the compound below, and they need to hold off. There are 4 players from Relegate that are trying to make their way in right now, and it's up to it's Antikora and Andro to hold off against them. Smoke's being deployed now as they push themselves further forward. See what's gonna happen. Holly goes down. That's elsewhere on the map. Amor and Go Ahead Eagle tries to push in. Again, a billion smokes being thrown. Very limited what you can really see here. Renix. Renix Relegate lose 1. That's Inix gone down. Knock comes in return. Great shooting there. Now Andro by himself needs to get the hell away from here. Still outside. Jumps off. You gotta make a run for it. Oh, he vaults in. That's gonna be audible cues to the opponents. Is he gonna go for the rest? He is. He's committed to it. I like the idea, but it's gonna be dangerous. Gustav fell short, trying to get down the hillside. Didn't manage to work out for him, unfortunately. Cora still alive. Flashbangs being lobbed on over. Nades now in hand, and Molotovs in the hands of Ammo, but no. None of it is being used. Shots being fired. Let's see Molotov. Oh no, he threw Molotov in the back of his teammate's head. That's unfortunate. Pizza, they go out. They were the team to fall early. And Bro is by himself. He falls as well. Kikas is still alive on the other ridge though. He's not done just yet. Still tagging away, trying to stay alive. There aren't that many opponents left. But I think this is when you gotta kind of admit defeat and back off. There's not a whole lot more you can do here, unfortunately. New circle, where are we going? It can go anywhere again. It can go quite literally anywhere, but remember there's a big mountain in the middle, and whoever gets shifted to the wrong side, like unless the circle sends us up, if it goes to one side, it's going to be so difficult for whoever's on the wrong side. They'll have to push up and down, but nope, it's sent straight on the hilltop. So everybody will have to fight their way up this mountain, and if you're sitting on top of it, well, it's good for now, but once these teams all start climbing their way up, it's going to be very, very difficult to hold them down. You're going to do what Snowski is doing right now and just shoot at literally everything you can. Have 90 degrees covered by each player, and then just commit to shooting at absolutely everything you find available to shoot at, because this is going to be hard. And he's still alive as well, by the way. Kind of interesting that he's been able to stay put for as long as he has. Uber is running forward. 80 and Fuss are there with him, but Neo are up on the ridge, and I'm just waiting for Andes to come up and get in on this action. Nate's lobbed forward. 80 finds one. Gladmars should be going down to that one. Indeed he does. Second one fallen. Andes turns the other way. He doesn't want in on this at all. He has been pretty impactful as a solo player so far, but nothing happening this time around. Tax coming up the hill as well. Now Relegate eliminated once again. Rise and Win able to find kills. Blucher and Rossi are by themselves. They lost 2 just before, and they're trying to back off of this. I don't think they want any piece of this action, as they'll be falling further down the hill to just lay down a little safer in their position. Rossi, Nate in hand, lopped on over. Plenty of kills coming in for FaZe Clan already. No damage done on that one though. 8 kills already. Now they did lose good stuff, but they're far from out of it just yet. WTS, I think it's welcome to Severny. Yep, they go out. ESV able to get the kills confirmed on towards him. And again, the guys uphill still being a real pain in the butt for everyone trying to take fights with each other around the ridge line. Slushforce, another team that I would expect to see do well here. A team that I've had the pleasure of casting before. It'll be fun to see how they will fare. Of course, they know that FaZe is probably one of their main threats in this lobby, and if they can deal with them early, then they would have a good chance of making it further forward. And Andes is still alive. You gotta give it to him. I mean, he's been soloing his ways almost in placement points now too. Pretty impressive what he's been able to pull off as a solo. So we got 2 solos on the east side trying to make their way forward. Fuss has made his way a little up the mountainside. The danger of him now is going to be, if he starts shooting down towards Slushforce, you would have to expect that Fabery sees him from above. So he's gonna keep his position unknown, at least for now. Circle shifts down towards the south. Circle's not going in the favor of FaZe Clan right now. Uber knows where Blucher is. Will that nade connect? Or bounces off the side and gets him anyway. Wow. That is a fortunate bounce. Andes falls down. But look at that. He got into placement points. Getting 1 placement point in the game where he lost all his teammates very, very early on. I guess that's better than nothing. I mean, given that you only have so many games to play, it's, well, it could be worse. Could be worse, to be fair. Could be worse. Towards the north, Kick-Ass is by himself. It's going to be hard for him to really do anything. He is still alive. Very low HP, but nope. Misoli finds him. He goes down. 6th kill now for Rise and Win. They had a good hold against the 3-man pushing in earlier. Quiet it down again to some extent. FaZe, the only team not inside the circle just yet. They have got quite a few kills already, but of course they want more placement points than the 2 they'll get if they fall off now. 10 kills ready for more fuss. FaZe does not see NMK at all. Had his eyes elsewhere, and the guy over the ridge line finds him. Uber down now as well. HC able to get the knock on 1, finds the second as well. What a turn! What a turn. Double spray down from 80. There's 1 more left to deal with, though. Ludi is there, and I think 80 knows. Molotov in hand, throws it over towards where Wasso is. It's where he is. He sprays him, and he gets him. Great play by 80, but they're more ready and waiting. Top 5 is guaranteed. Another 3 kills came in, but that's going to be the end of them. 13 kills, though, for FaZe, and a 5th place is a very, very good way to start off game number 1. Everyone wanted a piece of FaZe, and in the end, they ended up getting it. 0 kills for Slossforce. They've been on the quiet side of the circle. Avery spots Carl Allen over the top. No knocks coming in. 4 teams left alive, and neither of them seemingly willing to go aggressive here. And also, if you look at the kills on them, I don't think either team really has a lot of kills. Raw, they got 7, so they held off early against other teams. The guys who've been sitting on the hilltop all game, they don't have that many. They only have 2. Then we hop over to Jivy. They have 1 kill, and you have Slossforce in the middle with 0. So FaZe's 13 kills and their 5 points off of placements is going to 3 points, sorry, 3 points off of placements is going to be like a 13-point game that I would assume put them, if not in first place, then probably second overall after this one is over. Could be first place as well, to be fair, depending on who ends up winning. GP is running around the side. This is a tough area for an endgame, that's for sure. Quiets down a little bit yet again. These hillsides are so damn difficult to find your way through, and if you're on the bottom of them, like we see Joy being right now, it really, I mean, where the hell do you go? It's open hills all the way up. Really damn difficult to get anything going here. Rise and win. AWM in hand. They're looking around for players below. Makes sense that they do, because you do have people right down here. Finns and Jansky are both playing the south side, wanting to push further forward. Favory and Nickwell. They know they have Slossforce players inside the house. They're playing 3 guys inside the same building. That to me is a misplay. You need to go out and take some control. I think the only issue is they're aware that they have Rise players over towards the west side over here. And they're aware they have players just on the other side. So it's like, where do we go? They're locked down on our doors. There are only so many places we can really get out of this building. So it's not going to be easy for them at all to try and get out of there alive. Nickwell already lost his helmet. Might want to try and see if he can. Now he's just pre-firing all the windows. When there are 3 people in there, there's got to be people somewhere, right? There's literally 3 people there. There are only so many windows. They've got to be peeking them at some point. Final circle will reveal itself in 10 seconds time. It's going to be quiet at least for a little while longer. Majestic. Damage done towards him, but not enough for it to be a threat of a push. Circle. Send us up to some extent. Final one that is. It's going to remain quiet for a little while longer. One thing though, Slossforce's house is out. They need to push, as you can see, the next house, even any well, shack or whatever you call them, will be in. But again, how do you get there? Do they still have smokes to make a play? Because right now they know for a fact that at least 2 teams have eyes on this building, and it's all of how in the universe are you planning on getting out of here? Hammered up, upstairs. Looking for anything. 3 smokes in hand. Circle's gonna closing in 5 seconds. You might as well just use them. And there was one more on the ground there. Might as well pick that one up too. You gotta throw some smokes down, friends. You gotta grant yourself some cover if you want to stay alive here. Just throw a smoke, push out, try and see what you can do. Don't just turtle down inside a compound that's outside the circle. Maybe they're hoping that some other teams will start engaging one another, but you should be aware that the fight is going to come to them in a very short moment. It's phase 8. It hurts like hell, and they need to get out of here right now. That nade is on the feet of Carl Allen. He's going to go down. Hamel tanks blue for way too long, and now Marmos is by himself trying to push out, but will it be possible? Laser sighting his gun too. These guys have been sitting tight for a long ass time, and they need to get going. It's not gonna happen. He hits a headshot, but he's just tanking it for way damn too long. Now Moosely finds February, so that's 1 gone down below. Finn boys fell just before as well. So Joy, they want to push on over. They want to push around and try and see if they can get something. It's a 4v4v4. Not something you see too often. Not at all something you see very often. Favorite does fall to blue. It's closing in too fast. They tried to... I think they tried to rest him to deny. But did not end up working out at all. How do you get up this hillside? Ooh, you know, you need to start moving. You will be able to do just that. He's jumping, trying to get up. Ugh. It's not an easy place to go up. Jarioi. What can they do from here? There's still one inside. That's an equal. As Bosa is in here as well. Just waiting for them to peek on over. He's sitting tight on his own, and I think it's a smart play. His teammates are looking down the hill, and he's making sure no one else can push over the top towards him. You can see Konki is looking up to try and go aggressive on it. But it's this guy's job to make sure they don't push towards him. Nice first knock coming in with the Scar there. Now the fight happens on the other side. Chippy goes down. Still people below trying to make their way around. Finsboy has an angle up the hill. Nice headshot connected as well. One has gone down, but he stays put. One more team eliminated. It's Joy against Rise and Hide. Rise and Win, I should say, not Hide. Rise and Win. 2 left alive. Make that 1. It's just Lito Kisa left alive. Jansky, where are you, buddy? He's further up there. Oh, no, he actually is alive. Sorry, I'm so off right now. So far off right now. Jansky, now he's dead. That's what I was waiting for. The final player should fall as well. And indeed, there you have it. 14 kills for Rise and Win in the first game. They had some tough pushes. I mean, they pushed from the south side. Arguably, there weren't that much happening down there. But once they started to push up the hill, they really got aggressive. And as you can see, I mean, 3 or 4 players very active in the kill feed later on. So great game. Great game for them. FaZe Clan as well, despite going out in 5th. Still a massive chunk of kills for them. So they would, I would think, end up in 2nd place overall. But great game up here in the top. A lot of points grabbed right off the first one. So guys, that's going to be it for game number 1. Thankfully, we got the game started again. And now we'll try to get them going as fast as we can after one another. So stick around. There'll be a short break, and then we'll be back and ready for game number 2 in just a few.
There's a distance between us.
we go. Game 1 is in the books. And again, sorry for the delays there has been today. And, well, the same delays that caused the games to not really end up working out last time around. Here it's, well, let's hope. Let's hope that it doesn't happen in the future. I can't really say whether it does or whether it doesn't. But let's just hope all together that it's not going to be the case at all. One sec. Yeah, so on Tuesdays, that's also what part of the reason why I advocate and enjoy having so many different casters join in. On Tuesdays, I have a lot going on. We have, I think today we have 9 streams. You can do exclamation mark streams if you want to see the other teams that are happening, all the other games that are happening. And I'm talking with them, like all the casters, with PUBG, with the admins, with the PUBG developers at GLL, some of the GLL people, and everything. So it's rather complicated. It is rather complicated. It is rather complicated when you have so many people to talk to, and you're trying to do a stream and cast and do observing at the same time. There's a lot a lot going on, but it's working out. It's working out. Thankfully, it's working out. So let's hope that the rest of the day goes smooth with capital Fs. Easy plane, pretty straightforward. Again, it is only a BO4, and I gotta say, you can do exclamation mark leaderboard, but it comes with a warning, a spoiler warning, because I am streaming. What I'm telling you right now, I technically said 10 minutes ago. What I'm telling you right now has a 10-minute delay, hence the 10-minute delay in the stream, and the leaderboard doesn't have that delay. So if you're watching a game come to an end and you want to see, oh, how did the leaderboard look before this game ended, if that game technically ended already, the leaderboard will most likely be updated, and therefore you won't be I mean, you will see the scores from the game that is technically still going on for you, but is already finished in reality. So, I mean, I know some people like to go in and see it so they can do spoilers, but I do my best to, maybe not ban, but at least time out the people who do spoil stuff for others. So don't do that. But in terms of everything else, just be warned that if you do go to the leaderboard and the game is about 10 minutes away from finishing up, you can get results spoiled. If you go there as the game starts, or maybe start to middle of the game, shouldn't be an issue. But if you go there in the end of it, it can spoilerish for you if you want to see the game before you actually know who ended up winning it. Just a little heads up. Just a little heads up as we get started. Relegate, they've already found themselves their first kill, and the first kill of the game. Seems like Serrano, Genix, and Misanthrope will be playing with 3 instead of 4. For the remainder of this one on the northern circle as well. Picardo up for grabs. I guess it was a little too much of a butt whooping for our full HD guys down towards the south. They did not want to peek into that one again. Fair enough, I'd say. Fair enough. It was pretty rough. To be fair, at first when Uber first went down, I think it was Uber who went down. When he first went down, I was like, huh, they might actually, like, they have some angles here. There might be a way, but then bing bang boom, they found 3 knocks, and that was kind of it for them. That was kind of it for them. Looking around. How are things gonna pan out here? Northern rotations should be simple enough. No one's taking control. Like, it's rare. I mean, not rare, but you don't oftentimes see the San Martin team also get to loot Hacienda. Normally you'd see another team. Like, you'd have a team that was in here and another team over in this direction, which would mean that the team looting Hacienda would also be taking some of this. But because the Hacienda team is also the San Martin team, that means that there's a whole hell of a lot of space in terms of looting up for grabs towards the east, which well, which is it's yeah, as I said, up for grabs, and Hooper will be the first one to find out that there's going to be no one shooting at him, unless of course if he really wants to go inside Hacienda, then there will be an opponent there. But I think for the compounds that are usually at least liked by people, they should find them to be pretty free. Let's see, Serrano, he's sitting around waiting for someone to peek through his doors. Scary Face Z, they've already lost one in Shaman. Now they have one more knocked, and as you can see, Serrano doesn't really want to over-aggress in terms of peeking into anything here, which I can fully respect. There's a lot of players around him, so don't want to aggress on it. And then again, I have to tell you guys, these teams that are playing, and I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone, but it is very, very, very different levels of play in these tournaments, and that's what it's all about. That is what I like about having made this tournament the way that I have, is that you can sign up no matter how good you are. The only rule in terms of signing up for this tournament the only rule, hold that thought, sir. Nice shots connected. Oh, he tried to pre-fire on the second time, but that was a smart one too. Unfortunately, not quite there. 10 bullets, you gotta reload at some point soon, sir. Sir, the hero. He is 100% certain that he's in here, but little did he know that ammo was on the other side. Unfortunate. And now, all of a sudden, Scary Face is down to just one player. Uber went further north around. You can only be so greedy. At some point, you have to go back to where you were before, and I think Uber is gonna turn around. Yes, he is. Fuss stopping his vehicle to apply some suppressive fire. Should be able to get away from this one too. Are they pulling up on it? Are they going aggressive on it? Either way, maybe they realized they weren't actually getting shot at from the compound, so they go, well, we'll take that. That's fine by us. We didn't want the open hillside anyway. Let's just take the hill. Let's just take the compound. No, so what I wanted to say with it was, teams play very different levels, which is pretty interesting to see, because sometimes you'll see an engagement where you go, why in the universe would you do that? But then it may or may not work out, just because it's something that, even if it's a pro team they're up against, it's just something that that pro team or that higher level team is not at all used to seeing. So it's pretty fun sometimes to see those situations unfold. So just because you're on paper the better team doesn't always mean that you're gonna bring home the victories all day every day. Oh, as I say that, go ahead Eagle. Ooh, nice headshot. He's gonna peek into it anyway. He's not afraid at all. Has 2 first aids, but opts to peek on over. Now he has to get further down into safety though, because look at who's popping tires. Bus face is destroying your vehicle. And I think he's gonna fall with it at some point soon. His toes, oh, they were in view. You might not be able to drive that car any longer. Let's see, Misanthrope is gonna be pushed. He has a lot of people pushing. There's even 2 teams pushing him. Relegate, they are pushing. They get the kills, but here comes South GG. They're ready for it as well. One fall, that's INX down already. Dark Dreams and Co. They want in on this, and they should be able to find all the action they would want here. See, ammo over the top, might be able to get eyes on one. They already have 1 knock. That's now been converted into a flush as well. Is this a situation where you see Face maybe pushing on it? Nah, maybe not. They're prioritizing the position rather than try and go aggressive. Can fully respect that. And it's also fun to see a team like Face be able to play center in these circles, because normally Face is isn't really the center looting team. Normally they would loot over towards Monte, but because they have Picardo now, the Liquid in here, they'll find themselves in much more centered up positions compared to where they'd normally be in these type circles. Dark Dreams found 1. That wasn't me. Found the 2nd, and now there should be just 1 left alive, and that's this lovely fella down here without a vehicle. 4 HP, only bandages. It might not even be worth it to try and use them. No helmet either. That is going to be a kill confirmed. So yes, the 5 kills were nice and 5 points are great, but they fell out immediately after. Dark Dreams there seal the deal, as teams are moving in very, very center. You can see, I mean, Gustav is by himself in the big center compound. That is going to be difficult to contain as a solo. 8C is playing solo as well. Then you have Phosphate and Uber up towards the north, trying to hold off as best as they can. Rotations coming in far down southwest as well. They're going to be wrapping all the way over, maybe all the way up to La Copraria, to be fair, and then push in from there. There's a chance anyway that that's going to be the case. Slows Force. I'll be sitting a somewhat open two-way split. They can't really see each other, so it's going to be hard to help out. While this compound isn't that important, this one up here could end up being a very clutch compound to get. So let's see in 10 seconds where the next circle is headed. In the meantime, we can jump on over here, see the winners of last game. Your Rise and Win. Actually up against the team that got second place. That's kind of interesting. And ooh, a North hard shift. I guess the crates here were telling of what was going to happen. Everyone will be sending at full speed north now. The question, or the issue I would say being, is that look at this hillside. It's so difficult. Like if you're sitting south of where the camera logo is right now, it's so difficult to scout towards the north because there is a big hillside in front of it. So you can't really see anything. Right now, you can see already now Uber is scouting further forward. Teams haven't got up here early enough to try and scout in towards it. Really, really difficult for teams to go unless if they, as it kind of looks like either wasn't me is doing right now, just crash into Val del Mar, or Cruz del Valle, I should say. Sorry, it seems that that would be the option for teams. Either you just you might just want to have to crash into the city. Let's see, Team 17 gang down here, PG 619. Not sure exactly what that stands for. A pretty easily playable mountain ridge. They've split out pretty thin, but that's of course to keep some sort of control of what happens around them. Base of a center position, or somewhat center. I mean, technically the compound is. Well, I guess this compound is the most center. They have a decent position. Hammelbab and Slushfalls, that's exactly where they want to go, but can they get there? They have 8 players shooting at them right now, and it seems like they'll have to settle for something a little short of the compound. It's right down there. But it isn't a dip, as you can see, so if you lock yourself down on the compound, you might have people playing those ridge lines right out in front of you. And I think now they are going to continue over toward that ridge we just talked about. Let's see down towards the south, an engagement ensues. Your Pizza Monkeys are going up against Neo, and the entire team looking over the top. Glad has already gone down, but Dead is down as well, so one down from each team so far. Never Eco. Sounds like that's the wrong game to have that name in, but maybe they go full on with their encrypted here as well. They never settle for it, SMR or SMG. Also SLR and SMG in one word. We can know SMR. They never settle for anything but the good weaponry, and seems like they have it this time around as well. Nate up forward, gonna bounce off, and it's gonna get the knock. Blucia goes down. They did manage to get Mars up, so it's a 3v4 now. Can they hold off here? Will they be able to stand strong? The circle already closes in. And, well, I mean, to be fair, it's not really an easy situation to be in. Circle's closing in. You're having a fight in an area that might not even be playable in the next circle. How are they gonna do this one? Rachi looking out. You have all of the pizza guys inside already. This is the pizza delivery team. Delivering pizza as best as they can. The fight ensues in the top. That's eyes out the window. No one wants to commit to the push. Here comes Ace, though, over the top, finds the first. There's one more on the balcony. Damage done, down to no HP, has to vault off. I think they must have heard that. Indeed, they did. He goes down as well. Now it's just Mars left alive, all on his own in the backside garage house. This is not going to be easy. Oh, the timing is off, and he goes down. So never eco. They fall short. They go down, and the Pizza Monkeys, I guess that's good for them. It was a little unfortunate the way they all got picked apart one by one last game. This time around, things going a little more their way. Not only do they manage to get a lot of kills, but they also managed to keep all 4 players alive. So great breach by them. It looked a little clustered to begin with, but in the end, it all worked out. Up towards the north, Rise and Win, winners of last game. They'll have to push their way further down towards the south. Kungi and Co will have to do the same thing, and out towards the east, you have players out here who need to make their way in as well. Do they settle for Cruz del Valle, or do they go further south around? Both is available. There's an option to go either way. And also, if you're sitting up here, If you're, what was it, PG619, do you stay knowing that you have Joy to your west, or do you try and find a better position? Main issue is, what is a better position? I mean, they have to go down that hill. They know there are teams in all the compounds. There's FaZe, there's Lustfuls. This compound is open, but it's barely inside the circle, so I don't know if you would want to settle for that. What do you do if you're sitting up here as 619? I'm not sure. Not sure what the play is. Maybe try and push south around and get in. You can't really drive past here, so it's going to be tricky. Going to be tricky. Not SSS tricky. That is a great game, though. Any snowboard PlayStation gamers out there? Missouli should have ears and eyes. No, it's only ears. The 3 guys in the vehicle here will get to leave. That's fortunate. Vodjavina. Vodjvodina. That's what it is. Able to wrap around. Can they get to safety? I don't know. I'm always a little scared when I see 3 people, or 4 people for that sake, in the same car. Especially when they hit ditches and get slowed down. Ooh, gotta keep driving, gotta keep driving, gotta keep driving. Now they're inside the city, but they're sharing it with a hell of a lot more players. One around the corner is ZSLG. Not sure exactly how you say that name. Seems like a cat walked on the keyboard. First one spotted. Nice spray. The 3x finds the knock and the flush immediately after. Lodi and Vaso trying to see if they can get into a better position, but there's really not a whole lot to play from other than the bridge they're already in. They'll be, I would assume, sitting there for the next while. Where did 17 go? They're still playing the hilltop, so maybe they're just waiting for the next circle to pop. Just buying time to try and see if they can sit over there for a little while longer. We got another couple of seconds to go before the new circle pops. If this one goes southeast, like if this one goes away from Cruz del Valle, it's gonna be so damn hard for so many teams to get anywhere. ESV still alive, but for how much longer? Ludi goes down. HC able to find him. HC had a nice 1v3 last game. Ooh, FaZe Clan. Not getting the circles last game this time around, though. It does shift towards them. It's a nifty shift. And also, you gotta say, if you're 17 or Team 17 up here, PG619, they ain't gonna be complaining about that. They ain't gonna be complaining about that at all. Might not be in the compound, but they can push to the ridge just below. And if you look at the alternative as to what everyone else has to play, that's not a lot of cover. That is not a lot of cover. That is riches and death. Riches and death is what you have available here. Rise and win. Rotating north around. Kungi doing the exact same thing. And then we have the guys here. They're trying to push forward. I like the idea. It's going to be dangerous, though, too, but they found a shack. The shack is inside the circle, but 3 more teams are crashing the exact same position. There's a rug outside. Missouli must have been hurt, must have been seen. He goes down. Kungi is able to get the knock. The kill could potentially be stolen. There are 3 teams right next to one another here. Again, we're in an area of the map where there's literally nothing to play around. You have riches, but those riches will constantly be exposed to other teams. What do you do here? Kungi is trying to play it safe. Faber needs to rotate around as well. Now people are getting knocked from afar. Andro falls. Kikas is still alive inside the shack. He would be able to stay put at least for a little while longer. Niquel is able to push around the side and maybe try and help out a little. Let's see how that one works. Again, remember, it's only top 2 that goes through here. Higgy Corbett down to 3 players. Kungi tries to wrap around. It's not going to be easy. Niquel fools as well. Shots fired. I mean, look at how contested this is. Look at the whole Cruz del Valle side, and then look down towards the southwest. You have 4 teams with like 300, 400 meters in between them, just chilling. This is the field of slaughter, and the reason I'm not jumping between players like a madman to catch all the action is that recently that has caused a lot of crashes. And we do not want to crash. We don't want to miss out on all the amazing actions. What I'm doing is I'm jumping 3rd person down, looking around, and then I'll click on a person to get into 1st person. And usually, like this, it doesn't crash. But if I just go from the map straight into people, that has crashed my games more often than not. Biebery trying to make a run for it. He's found a ball. That's where he's going to park his bike. That's where he's going to chill. At least for now. Nico is knocking on the north side too, so there's no risk coming in there. Vaso and Coffeelands split apart. This is going to be tough. This is going to be real tough. They'll have to make their way out as well. Raw, Arise and win. I mean, they were the winners of last game with a lot of kills added to it as well. If they go down now, they have 0 kills so far. If they go down now, that's going to be massive for everyone else trying to make their way in. They got so many points last game. Oh, no! Vaso peeks on out. Hello! I'm home. And it takes him out immediately. Now phase 5 is going to connect soon, and it's going to start chunking you quite massively. 5 damage per tick, if I don't remember wrong, is what you're up for. There it is. Damage being done now, but not only blue, but players trying to hold off as well. Welcome to Severny. Spots massive when they get him down as well. Phase 8C finds Andes. The last player they never found in the previous game. The one that got away. Well, I guess they technically got away from him because they stayed while he left. Olgara. Entire team should be moving forward. Brave is not with them though. He needs to run. He needs to run fast because there's a lot of teams looking to go into the exact same direction that his team just went into. He's going. I think he wanted to come back and pick him up, but he's saying no, don't come this way. There are way too many people looking, and exactly this is what happens when you start peeking over those ridge lines. There are so many teams literally everywhere, so many players looking for kills, and it's just difficult. It is really damn difficult to get eyes on anything when you try and make that, well, to be fair, inevitable push out. Majestic, last remaining player from Rise and Win. Again, they got a 13 kill, I believe, or 14 kill win last game. And this time around, they haven't secured a single point so far. So given that it's only a BO4, if another team comes out with a massive win here, that could all of a sudden turn that leaderboard upside down. Ophelas goes down. Ooh, Majestic spots one. Does he want to go for those secured placement points, or does he want to start shooting now? He finds the knock. Will he be able to secure the kill? Yes, he does. 1 point accumulated so far for Rise and Win here in game number 2. Still plenty of players trying to make their way, and you can see Face now shifting their focus down towards the south. Joy annihilating. Tupac finds the final kill. Kick-ass in the shack. Couldn't stay alive for any longer. Ooh, that's a close nade. Is it gonna explode on him? Oh no, it went the other way. I'm actually blind. Actually blind. Gustav finds one and is again being knocked. This time around, he gets the flash on him as well. Majestic goes down, so Rise and Win, your winners of last game, out with just 1 point, falling short of even placement points this time around. That's unfortunate, of course, but it's a difficult one to play through. Let's see how things are gonna fare now. One more down again. Sorry, I'm not sprinting straight into first person, but I'm trying not to crash. I've had so many crashes and I don't want to have it happen in these games. Ruthless has an AWM. That's all good and dandy, but you don't have a vest on. Gotta see if you can find yourself one. Maybe there's one to loot. I'm not quite sure. These guys have been fighting for quite a while. Circle down towards Face. They'll be able to stay inside the compound. Should see themselves happy that they got the one that they did. 17 as well. They've been gifted a few circles here and there. They'll be staying put for now. How are they looking in terms of kills? 2 so far. Uber goes down. Ace able to get the knock from above. Your pizza monkeys are trying to... I love how it's not plural, so it's just pizza monkey. Maybe that's just the name of the mascot, you know? It's not that they are pizza monkeys. It's just a pizza monkey. It's pretty simple. Cheap hit by himself, trying to stay alive. Here comes the push from behind. One goes down immediately. 5 kills for full HD. Great showing so far. Dark Dreams is still alive. What will he be able to do? Go back where he is. A think optimally you'd avoid any fighting. That's how you use all your smokes. That's for sure. Pushing over the top. They want to fight. Oh, do they see him? No, they don't. Dark Dream's able to get the first one down. There's still one left to deal with, though, and he's under half HP. Now he's trying to crawl into the smoke. And hunted. Will he go for the rest or will he go for the kill here? You can see Gustav is already pushed out. First aid comes off. 8's in Uber. They're down here too. Oh, you're running into a death trap right here. That's guaranteed. And indeed it is. 8C. Full finds him. Dark Dreams full. South GG. Out they go. Not north, but south. That's why the logo is upside down. I'm starting to understand what we're doing here. Oh, hello. Bada bing, bada boom. Nate comes in. One team eliminated. Two teams eliminated. And let's see if they can find the third within a matter of seconds. That Nate looks good. It looks on point. And it gets him down. Gustav finds the third within seconds. And they are starting to rack up more placement points now than they had last game. 7 kills already. All 4 players alive. This is looking good. This is looking really good for FaZe. As I say that, Gustav FuzzFace. Bulls. Will they be able to get him back on this field? 4 minis. Looking in the direction of any FaZe player trying to go for that rest. And I don't think they're going to commit to it. Fuzz is trying to crawl back towards them. But doesn't have to be an easy commitment to make. Let's see. Carl Allen found the knock on to 2. Is it 2 ice? I don't know. Flush comes in. Plenty of knocked players up here that you can finish off if you have a chance to. Jeek is by himself trying to fight the player on the other side, but level 2 helmet. Fresh level 2 vest as well. It's going to keep him handy for a little while longer. Carl Allen gets to back off. He has a micro rich line to probe behind, and somehow he's still alive. Jeek now gets up, finds a kill. Medkit came in good use there. And they might even be able to get Marmos up. 15 seconds to go until the circle will start closing in, and as you can see, this one is far from over. FuzzFace got back up on his feet. They got the bikes going as well. Oh, watch out. Don't want to run over your teammate. Pizza Monkeys are in 1 dip. You have a 3-man and a 3-man on the other side. And then you have FaZe who just pushed out of the compound moments ago. Sitting in the east now. They're looking to try and see if they can abuse this high ground control. And once again, the fight commences on the north side. Mechanis looks over, can't find him. There's only one left to deal with there. Carl Allen might be able to get rest here. Can see him looking over the top, but doesn't really want to overcommit to it. Eldun is there to help too. Smoke's being deployed, trying to obscure some vision, and here comes the cleanup crew. Uber and FuzzFace wrapping around the side. Should be an easy kill for Uber, and indeed it is. Only 27 bullets left in the gun. Gotta find some ammo. Uber goes down. Circle is already closing in. I'm not sure if the rest is gonna be possible. FuzzFace couldn't get the knock onto either Jeek or Carl Allen. Smoke's now being thrown, and if they're lucky here, 619 will be looking to try and maybe deal with what's in the bowl as opposed to trying to take out FaZe. 8C wanted to help as well, but he has to throw smokes and get out of there. Uber is back alive. Again, very, very low on ammo. Needs to make the run off. Still have I've got the Pizza Monkeys. With FaZe leaving, they have managed to spread out and take more control. They should hear 8C real soon. Does 8C hear something? I think he might have. I think he does. You can see him crouch walking now. I think they know that Plum is here. He was a little bit too loud. A little too loud. To sneakily wake his way on over. And now I think they know where he is. Flashbang. Thrown. Gotta utilize the utility that you've been granted. Uber spots 180. Finds the knock. Death goes down. Still more players to deal with though. 619 and Slush Falls. That fight is never coming to an end, it seems. In the meantime, over on the backside of things, we have Mechanismo continuously looking to do damage. He must have quite a lot of it so far in this game. Doesn't even have a helmet, but he's continuing to head peek into everything he can. As well, he's been able to stay alive for a surprisingly long amount of time, to be fair. I mean, he's just been in this ball and he hasn't really been contested ever since he got down there. He's been able to stay alive, fortunately enough. Many people have tried to deal with him, but he's still alive in a top 4 situation. It has been top 4 for quite a long time. I think it remains to be at least for a little while longer. Eldun sprays on over, no damage done. Clickety. And wants to back off, needs to get healed back up again, and finally, Kyle Allen goes down, and that gives FaZe their kill number 10. They had 13 last game in a 5th place. This time around, they're sitting at 10 with top 3 guaranteed. There's still a chance to rack up more. Let's see what they're able to get here. Again, Uber, scary low on ammo. Has a full mag on his AR, just 14 bullets in his mini. They have been chilling in the compound for maybe a little too long. Never got to take the loot from the players to take it earlier. Nice spray from Ace there. Unfortunately, couldn't get the knock with it. He is leaving himself very exposed though to FaZe on the other side. So he's gonna have to back down the dip once more. Circle is gonna go dead center in just a short moment. No one's really been able to take control yet. It is pretty much this rock will be the center dot. Like this rock, maybe a little further, like right around here, will be the center. So have fun trying to push into that. There's a ridge that you can play if you're a monkey. You might just want to push up towards it now to make sure that that FaZe can't contest you. And that's what you would do if you're Ace. You push over towards the center, the MK. You put use again by Eldoon. Gotta watch out though, FaZe 9 damage. That hurts like a bitch. But FaZe is over the top. He's real damn close. One gets spotted. Second spotted. 8C. No, 8C first FaZe, sorry. Misses a few. Able to find him in the end though. Now Creators down. Just 2 left alive. Ace and Benz. What can they do here against the 4-man strong FaZe clan? Uber finds one. Make that a 3-man as well. Gustav is already down. Benz can't do a lot. He goes down. Uber finds the one. 8 finds the other. FaZe 14 kills. They have 27 kills in the last 2 games. Holy shit. Is that a FaZe Thursday, I guess? That's a new one. We don't get to hear about FaZe Thursday too often. But a great game from them. But I think, I mean, other than, of course, this being a great game, I think one of the big takeaways from this one was the fact that we saw Rise and Win go down as early as they did. They came out with a 14-kill win last game, and now they only got 1 point this game. I think one right here, 10th place, just 1 point. That should, if not solidify FaZe to go through to next round, and something close to it. Interesting game number 2 here. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. Again, sorry for all the delays we've had today, and of course the not being able to play on Tuesday. This means that the finals will be played tomorrow, so do make sure to come tune into that. Also, I can tell you this much, even though it hasn't been announced yet, it will be announced tomorrow. Open more to the strong Thursday. So make sure to keep your eyes out for those, what do you say? Keep your eyes out for the tweets and all that good stuff. And before that, we'll hop into a short break. I'll be back and ready in just a bit.
Like a weapon, she's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions. She got a body like a codered.
Excuse me. 20 seconds to go until the next game is starting, and as you can see, we've made our way over to Erangel. It should be a pretty straightforward one in terms of the plane, at least. And I'm looking at FaZe Clan and thinking you would think, will go to Pachinki. They've done this before. Whenever they play these tournaments where Liquid ain't in the same group as them, they like to go for their drops, whether that's a telling point or not, I don't know. But right now, at least in terms of the leaderboard, they're sitting pretty well in it. 40 points in first place. Second place right now is still Rise and Win off of that great game, but that's 25. So 15 points down to second place, and then another 9 down to third, which is Joy. So already now, it's starting to get a little tricky for any team. Excuse me. For any team who are looking to try and see if they can hunt them down, it's going to be hard. You'd need some very good 2 final games to finish off the day, that is for sure. Let's see, 2 teams going down towards Prim. Seems like both of them are committed to it as well. Wouldn't expect to see that. Teams out of the plane elsewhere already. FaZe, they're jumping towards Pachinki. Seems like they won't be the only ones. Are 3 teams going Pachinki? No. No way. Nope. Slush4's already turning around. At least some of them are. Another team is committed. One team is going away. Seems like South GG will be leaving. Makes perfect sense. They have too much to lose here. But there is indeed a team looking to try and see if they can better the current first place team in here. And that's Scary Face, I think. Yep. Scary Face C. Looking to try and take the fight to FaZe Clan. How will that work out for them, though? We'll see in just a moment. Vector in hands of Gustav. No best. There's a helmet. That's going to come in handy. VSS as well. Car98 2. Will you take that one? Yes, you will. 2 helmet as well. Shots fired. Uber finds the first. Misanthrope goes down. You're in trouble. Genex is looking for a potential knock on the other side. Uber's low on HP. Oh, the angles. That is a beastly angle in the bathroom to spot him from. Tough break there, but smart play by 8C with the Tommy gun to get the knock. On the other side, you have Sir Hero. Kind of isolated. He ain't going to be able to come to any 8, I'm afraid. Nope, he's going to... well, he's going to have to play this one by himself. Seems like the teammates have already left. They're just going, nope. Don't even bother sitting around and waiting for this one to come to an end. Which is, I guess, fair enough. All person get knocked. I assume there was a bike involved in that one. And then, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So second time now in 2 of 3 games, FaZe Clan has had company in terms of their drop spots. And both times they've been able to stay strong. Just want to spend a second to say thank you to the people who are supporting in the channel. I think I can do that. Very, very, very nice of you. I truly appreciate it. It's what gets me to keep doing these things. I mean, I'm not getting paid per se to cast this tournament. It's not like a normal casting gig where I'd get paid by the tournament organizer to cast it because, well, I'm the tournament organizer to some extent. JLL is being very nice to help me execute the tournament, but in theory, it's my own tournament. So I would be paying myself to cast it, which doesn't really make sense. So I'm very glad that you guys are being supportive of what I do and of what I try to do for the PUBG community. I think that's very, very nice of you. So thank you, everyone. Whether it's just follows or subs or whatever it is. I mean, it's just the fact that you guys are here, showing the numbers that you are, being supportive. I think that is very, very kind of you. So Hero just opened the door. And looking at how slowly both Uber and 8C are moving around, they know. They know. So Hero, you're in a 1v4, mate. This ain't gonna be easy. Nah, nope, ain't gonna happen. There was too many FaZe players jumping into that building. Scary Face Z going to go down. There were only 3 on the team, which means that 3 kills will be awarded to FaZe Clan. And, well, that's gonna be... It's going to be the end of that fight. I don't know if we'll have any other engagements happening anytime soon. Seems like teams have split out pretty well for the most part. You have a full... I mean, this is a nice split. Nice being in quotation marks because You have Jippy far over towards the east, and then you have all his teammates over towards shooting range. You had a team in between them who are now leaving, and then you have a team up north who could also be splitting them off. So a little tricky split they've got going, but well, I mean, seems like they won't be punished for it, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And they're sitting in third right now. These guys right here, Joey, with the funny logo of the, I believe it's a Finnish guy or something like that. No, wait, what is that? Is it, or is it one of those? I can't remember. Is it the Finnish TV show or the American TV show? I don't remember. But anyway, it's them who are sitting in third place right now, who have a chance, I guess, to hunt down Rise and win. I mean, Rise and Win just had a 1-point game last game, so clearly not an invulnerable team. They are able to get killed, and now they're actually split apart again. Speaking of the devil, here they are. Sitting in a two-way split with a... I mean, technically it's possible for them to push back towards one another, but it's going to be difficult. You had Gladmars, he's pushing down towards his teammates now as well. Vaso is going to try and get through the field to help out his teammates. Let's see down towards the south how this one is going to work out. Misoli. Oh, just exactly can't get out. Might as well just pop the tires then. You have a chance to. That's one tire pop. That's all he could see. One vehicle... not taken out of service completely, but getting a little difficult. Yes, again, as much as I cast these games here on the Tuesdays, I want to be able to engage with you guys as well. So if you're sitting out there watching along, let me know. Let me know how you wanna do things. If there's anything in particular you want to keep an eye out on. NMK is gonna hop in. Trying to see if he can get safe inside the compound. Should be able to do so. 100. Backs off. Ooh, Andy's safe for now. It's back into safety. 100. Looking over the top as well. They're playing in a good position right now, and I like the way they're playing it. Even though they're 4 guys together, they're not just tumbling down. They're splitting out to try and get as much info as they can. And now the spray comes in as well for the Meagle moving forward. But NMK is able to stay alive. Able to rotate underneath. I think the other teammates are going to think twice about crossing over like that, though. 4 people just master spray down towards that car. And yeah, that's going to be master spray. I don't know why I said that. Massively sprayed, I think is what I was trying to say, down towards that vehicle, and I think that's gonna make them think twice about trying to bring one more car over, because even though NMK survived that, you don't want to do it again, because even though you will maybe survive it too, if you have to rotate again and your vehicle's already under half HP from that first rotation, then odds are whoever you want to drive next most likely won't go the way that you would have wanted it to. Which is why, even though we say, oh, but it's no big deal, they're still alive, even though the vehicle is low HP, it could be a big deal if they have to use it again. Because then whenever that next rotation comes in, that's when that's when it gets real damn difficult. Rise and Win. Looked powerhousely in the first game. Now I think Never Eco might have spotted and called the bluff here, because I think they know. It seems like they know that these guys are split. If not, then I mean, they had a decent compound, and they decided to leave it to go out and see if they can catch some of these players off guard. And I think that's because they knew, or at least expected, or kind of felt that this would be a split off. Ooh, 619. Shooting over the top. That's from far off, so no damage done. The only threat is, and that's why I like to see Mars run back, is because there's a chance with them sitting here that while they're here, another team crashes their compound. But they managed to get out for free. Nice read as well from the hillside that the Gatka was open. Able to rotate in and take that. Smart play. Pizza Monkeys chilling, looking around. Let's see now where Circle 2 is going to take us. Where are we headed? Center towards the south. Slush Force has Jeek and his teammate in the open. This is going to be a dangerous ride for the field. As I say that, no damage done. Just driving on through. I thought 619 were ready to shoot that, but nope. Oh, anyone with SMGs? Nope, not that the case either. Not the case either. Missile tries to rotate through. Rise and win. Again, they seem a little out of sorts. Where are they going to rotate here? This could be dangerous. This could be real dangerous. One gets called out. That's Measly. Tries to turn around. Now go somewhere else. But how the hell do you do this? One popped out of the vehicle. Nice shooting there. Dark Dreams is going to leave immediately. Felt the pressure of the opponents crossing on in. Smart by him to try and get out of there. Koba looking around. See what he can get. Not a whole lot, that's what it is. Ooh, he can get a bullet thrown in his face though. Oh, I guess it was his upper body, not his face. Face slam, speaking of which, rotating underneath towards the south, taking the compound. Hammelbap spots that, so that's great info. That's important info as well. Knowing that there's a team coming to say hello right underneath where you're seated. Uber driving around, I believe on a bike maybe? No? US trying to secure some more terrain, but not going to be the case. He's going to back off. 80 plays the one story above. That's going to be face, I would expect, sitting tight at least for a little while longer. They already have 3 kills, so it's been a pretty decent start to the game for them. Joy finds their first knock of the game. Roger goes down. I believe it was also him who went down before, and yep, there comes the flush. So third place team knocking on the door, trying to see if they can catch up to our current second place team sitting down here. Rise and win. Again, as we said, because there are so many teams playing, which by the way I'm thankful for. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Because there are so many teams playing, it's only top 2 from each group that goes through. Top 2 and 14 third place teams. So the 14 third place teams of the 25 groups that have the most points will also go through. It's a little difficult. You have to sit and do the math afterwards. But 14 teams in third place will go through. The remaining 11 won't. There might be some ties. There might be some tiebreakers we need to figure out. But that's all going to happen after game 4 here is over. And then after that, there's going to be another 4 games. So you're in for a nice long evening of PUBG if you're a PUBG fan. And of course, eliminating that many teams after these rounds are over is going to make it a very, very, very stacked next games coming in after. NMK sitting tight, waiting for anyone to come into his house, but no one's going for it. They're all running past it. Huh, that's interesting. Wrapping around like they just don't care. Let's say that now they do come to visit. Ali, hello and welcome, my friend. Anyone else want to come say hi? Doesn't seem like it. Now they know indeed there's someone on the other side. Glad Mars goes down as well, and Never Eco. Well, they thought they had a good read before, but this read turned out to be wrong. They thought they had the compound safe and the players sitting on each their side, when in fact they were all inside the building, and now Blucher is by himself and he's in trouble. He is in grave, grave trouble, because I think the entirety of ESV, they want these kills, or this kill I should say, and they would want it now. Might as well push on it. Your 3 guys there. Go in, clear him out, try and secure the area for any potential fights to come. Blucher down to low HP. One more tack should do it. There's a smoke in there. He's gonna get the knock on one, but nope, he's gonna go down immediately after. I was very hesitant. I was really hesitating whether I should jump on him or not. I do not want to crash, but that didn't happen. See, Jansky finds one more. Seems like he's the one who's been able to deal the damage. Ooh, Gustav, he goes down. That is far off. Will he be able to crawl to safety? And well, I mean, he's safe for now. Vehicle explosion might tank him up a little bit. Nope, no damage done additionally there. Will they commit to it? Yes, they will. 8C, also the player who came for the aid of Fuzzface in the last game. It's gonna full speed sending it. Uh-oh. You can see General C1 there. It was like, oh my god, guys, we just knocked the player from face. We gotta go get the kill. We gotta go get the kill. And nope, not gonna happen. 8C the medic is there to save his team. What can't 8C do? He can get 3-man solo kills. I mean, not really solo, but I mean, to be fair, it was a solo because all the other guys were knocked already. So he can get 3-man kills. He can res all his teammates in dire situations. He's really a nice player that wants to come out and help. Sit down towards the south. Chippy goes down. That's elsewhere. Right here, Slush Force in trouble, potentially. At least Android's trying to wrap around. Okay, guys, looking over the top. Might be able to get a knock onto Malmos. I like how Malmos isn't just committing to that one engagement. He has him just on the other side of the smoke. No, don't use the smoke on that smoke. Now he knows. This is so stupid. Doom, 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 doom. And 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, pause. There's something happening elsewhere. Sorry, face. Rise and win in trouble. Oh my lord, this is gonna be huge. This could be really, really big. A lot of players going down on both sides. That was the most unfortunate time for some. It's a choo-choo train and Rise and win. Eliminated. Huge for, well, I mean, to be fair, FaZe Clan probably are already qualified, but huge for anyone else trying to qualify. That was your second place team that again just fell down immediately, and that was also really unfortunate timing for Thomas, the choo-choo train, and now Kegas got killed, so that came to an end. God damn it, just when I was trying to have fun, FaZe decided to full-on YOLO up to a building. That's why Ansvar's the observer, normally not me. I like to have too much fun. Many things going on at the same time here. Your Pizza Hut pirate monkeys, your pizza monkeys, are making their way up towards the exact same building that should now, to be fair, have quite a lot of loot available for anyone who wants a piece of it. Holly running around this side. He has eyes on. There's a buggy coming over as well. Go stuff, go stuff, go stuff. No, he gets seen! Oh, the angle. That is, I don't want to say random, but a fortunate vision there. Caught him behind the hillside. Behind the tree, I should say. And that's unfortunately going to be the death of FaZe Clan. But again, decent chunk of kills added in. So with them already having a pretty good lead, I think they're sitting pretty well in it. They should really cluster the last game. And then on top of that, have like 1 or 2 teams really go out and dominate for that not to work out. Creator. Tapping away. I'd love to see it happen, but I don't think it's going to. Dark Dreams stays alive. I feel like he's been under fire a lot. Dark Dreams have been shot at a lot this game. These last couple of games, at least. Oftentimes, we see him trying to just get the hell out of a certain situation where their team is completely screwed. Yansky. They got GB back up. Yansky is looking to try and see if he can find his first kill of the game. Severny trying to plow on through. That's not how you do it. Don't send it straight into the wall. That is not how you do it. 619 getting freebies there. I think you can safely say. A couple of very free kills. This is all just distance fighting. Who is going to prevail? And again, sorry for missing a few kills. I'm allowing the game to render in everything before I jump to anyone else because I don't want to crash. I hate crashing in this game. So, and it happens very easily when you're an observer, like when you're observing the game. So, me trying to avoid it means that we are going to miss a little lap back. But then, I guess the solitude is that you can, or the justice is that you can track of it in the kill feed, even though I know it's not the same. I'm trying to see everything, but it's especially here around the mid-late game that the games tend to crash a lot. So I'm just being very cautious with how I fly around. It's only this patch too. Usually it's not really an issue at all, but this time around it is. Ooh, we're headed down into the field. That's gonna be tough for a lot of teams. I mean, if you're... Oh, there's a breach coming in. There's a full speed forward breach coming in here. The nice read hunted is actually outside, ready and waiting. Spots one. Goes down in return. Bibbin, I was gonna say nice hold. Now the teammates are coming in to help. Let's see how this one calls out. Brawl. Couldn't find the knock. Down to low HP he goes. Will be able to get healed up though while his teammates are holding off strong. Bendy looking around this side. Should be able to get fire on the feet of Bibbin. Indeed, that's what happens. And is trying to stay safe. Bibbin is alive inside as well. But ooh, he has to back off once more. These Molotovs doing a hell of a lot of damage. Nades out. No one down though. They get the res up again. So VLGR remains with 4 alive on the top. Nades locked in. That's a lot of damage. Almost 100 damage done spread between the two. Bibbin will be able to get a first aid off. Really not giving them a chance to do anything here. Will they just allow for them to sit on the other side, or will they push aggressively on it? Molotov lopped on in. Bibbin might get tagged up again by this exact thing, but I don't think that's the case. Nope, he's able to stay put for a little while longer. If we hop elsewhere on the map, let's see how this push comes forward. Hiki, they're pushing down towards your South GG team. They're prone down a little further underneath. There's just Kartoffel left alive, which means potato, by the way, in Danish, I guess, and some other languages too. Taps around the side, eyes on one. Somehow I just flew to the other side. Not sure exactly how or why that happened. Kartoffel finds one. They have no idea. They have no idea where he is. Is she gonna punch him now? No, he's gonna reload. Can he find the guy that he knocked before though? Yes, he can. There are so many smokes here. They have no idea what they're dealing with. One goes down, but in the end, South GG are eliminated. It was a matter of time, but pretty impressive by Kartoffel that he even managed to find one more kill out of that. Ludi Sabat spots one, swaps over to the SLR. Has some crouch underneath. Nice headshot coming in. Immediately takes a headshot as well. Wait, was that from? That's from all the way down there. That is far away. Corpulence goes down 2. So a little mistiming on the engagement there. Didn't allow for his teammates to stay alive. Another brawl happens up towards the planks on the north side. PG1 619. Get their 5th kill, potentially even more of it to come. Finding their 6th. Joy eliminated. 3rd place team goes down. They did have a few kills, but they fall out of placement points, and that's of course far from optimal. We still have 2 make that, 2 teams inside the come bump. Pizza Monkeys goes down as well. So now, finally, placement points. Here we are. Only 20 players left alive, so a lot of really banged up teams coming into these last couple of fights. Still, there's a bit of a stalemate here. Surprised that they didn't decide to engage on 30. And also, to be fair, surprised that either of the two teams still have utility left remaining. And Steve Oligar from inside there just looking up the ridge line, trying to see what they can find. Plus Force playing the ridges. Uh-oh, that's a flipping vehicle, and that's an exploded player. Or just a shot player. Out goes Relegate. Nick Krill. Teammates need to get down and out from here. They are going to be able to do that, but where do you go? I think that's the main issue right now. Where the hell do you run towards? There's really not a whole lot to play. You have some hay bales and whatnot, but that's about it. Trying to drive east around, or south around, I should say. Should be able to do so as well. There falls Joy. Okay, so I actually thought they were eliminated earlier. Oh, they're gonna full speed send it. There's an opponent in a vehicle. Boing. Nope, not hit. Actually, Thievery and Tavo both gone down. Nekril by himself tries to make the run for it. He's gonna find a vehicle too. Where do you go, Nekril? Where do you go? Your teammates have both just been killed, and maybe they should have done what you did. Settle for the edge of the circle, and instead of trying to wrap all the way around it, he's going to do exactly that. Nice cover he's been able to get himself. Takes damage immediately, though, as he comes in. And I think if you're Sloss Falls right now, you want to deal with him, and that's exactly what they do. Jeek finds him. Nekril gone down. 6th place for Hik Korpit. More things looking in here. And again, guys, sorry that I'm missing some of the action. I guess I've been too traumatized by all the crashes I've had recently observing in PUBG. Normally I'm pretty decent at observing, but even I'm feeling that I'm a little off today. I'm sorry for missing some of the action. We'll make it better. It can only get better, you know? It can only get better. like the positioning they've taken outside the compound. No reason for them to really engage into it. Jam goes down. Pippin has fallen as well. This when they push, they know there's only one alive inside now. They know there's only one alive on the other side. So how do you breach through this one? Bendy, there's a smoke there. You can't see anything. Are they going to continue running forward? Doesn't seem like they're doing it just yet. Shots connected. Pippin. Oh, that's one more smoke. Now they know exactly where it threw it from as well. And finally, the compound gets cleared out. But here comes 619. Tyke went down already. Underhand nade thrown forward. Mechanismo has Molotovs available as well. Can't quite get the angle around the side. Clickety-clack. Goes down. Ruthless from behind. The sneaky solo. Hasn't found his first kill yet, but he has a knock laying there waiting to be confirmed. And this breach might not have worked out the way they would have wanted it to. They're only one player alive on the team now, trying to stay put. And well, he's found himself inside a container. So he's going to be chilling for a little while longer. Hopefully he'll be hard to spot for opponents trying to find him. Carl Allen from behind. Can't get the knock, but Momos can. Slush Force trying to slowly encroach in the compound. Now finally Mechanismo goes down. So that's going to be the entirety of 619 eliminated. And you got to give it to the guys in here. Volgar, they found themselves 8 kills and potentially will be able to keep all 4 players alive. Let's see if they can get the res up. Should be able to, but the amount of damage they've taken has been pretty intense as well. No helmet for Kalalan as far as I can see. That should be just one tap with the SLR. Would be the knock. Oh, cheek with the nade. Reconfirms the knock, but again, no flushes just yet. Bendy knows exactly where he has his opponents, though. It's just a matter of hitting those heads. You gotta start hitting those shots. If last circle goes anywhere outside that compound, you're gonna be screwed. Oh, Bendy, you gotta start hitting them. You gotta start hitting them. Ruthless as well from behind. He's in a pretty good position to frustrate people, I would say. It's like, can we just deal with that guy in the north so we can shoot the people in the south? I think that's why they aren't really overcommitting as I say that. I mean, look at the way that he's sitting right here. He's completely exposed. Completely exposed to anyone on the north side. Ruthless, I'm looking at you. Anyone on the north side who would want to start shooting. Sneaky snake is here. Guns going up and down, I like it. Just sneaky snaking his way a little further forward. Game is gonna end practically inside the compound, just on the north, no, on the south side of this shack. It's gonna end right here. If it goes all the way there, of course, I don't expect it to. So, for Slush Force's sake, they need to leave their cover before Volgaire needs to leave the compound, which, in theory, you'd have to then give the win to Volgaire. But you never know. If Slush Force hit a couple of good shots. Never know. Maybe if they hit some good shots here, there's a chance. Smoke's being deployed. They're starting that inevitable push forward. Carl Allen is outside the circle. Marmos is just on the edge, but they need to get them all in there, I think, in order to really be able to contest anything. Oh, Jam spots Carl Allen. Can't get the knock on towards him. Again, Carl is still outside the circle. He's falling his way forward. That nade might actually be good. Let's see if he's going to fly far enough. Nah, it should be short. Yes, it's short. Had the length, though. Had it been a little more off to the right, would have been there. So as aggressive as Volgaire was earlier, with crashing the compound at all, they haven't really found their way in terms of getting kills on towards the players on the other side. And also, knowing that there's 9 players left alive, that should be a clear call. There's at least 3 teams up. I mean, easy math. 4 plus 4 equals only 8, so there must be someone somewhere. And I think that means that Volgaire can't really overcommit to expecting everyone being on the south side of them. They should have someone looking behind, because I mean, Ruthless is there. He's pretty easy to spot, you'd think, if that's what they decide to do. But of course, what he does is the completely right thing. Just let them fight, and hopefully there'll be enough knocks that either you can steal a few, or potentially, I mean, really hopefully, get second place. Of course, that might be a little much to hope for. Let's see now. Circle's going to start closing in. It is 2:40. I've never really liked this final circle. Finally, a knock comes in. Never really liked this final circle. I think it's too big and too slow, but that's just my opinion. Volgaire Sends one in the vehicle. Hamelbap goes down as well. So Slush falls down to 2. Marmars and Carl Allen on their own. Ooh, tagged up from behind. That's nice shooting, and Molotov should seal the deal. 2 of them thrown forward. Marmars is by himself. 10 kills for Volker, and they still haven't found Ruthless. Like this positioning from up above. Brave. Able to get eyes on, and there's your second place confirmed, Ruthless. You might as well just start shooting now. Just start shooting. Get the knock, get the flush, get the second place. That's how you do it. That is exactly how you do it if you're from Welcome to Severny. You know, I mean, in situations where nothing else would have went your way, you might as well just try and see how much you can get off with. That was pretty interesting. I liked it. Face, they fall out early, but again, 6 kills and already a pretty high lead in terms of points. They should be fine, but we'll see. Coming into the final game in just a short moment, it's going to be exciting to see how things are going to pan out. But guys, there's going to be a short break. One more game left to go in round 1, and then we have a short break after that where we get the round 2 groups ready. And there's going to be even more PUBG coming your way. So stick around. I'll see you again real soon. So, one more game left to play here in round 1 before there'll be a little short break where we'll do the math and figure out exactly which teams are going through to the second round. Now, leaderboard after game 3 is as following. FaZe Clan sitting in first place pretty comfortably, I'd have to say. They have 19 points down to second place. Then you have Vulgaire, who just won that game. They're sitting in third place with 25. Rise and Win still in second place at 27. So 27 points for second, 25 for third. Fourth place has 22. Fifth place has 21. Sixth place has 20. Seventh place 17. 8th place 16. Then we're down to 15, 14, 12. This is close. There are so many teams that has a chance of stepping up, getting themselves a win in this game, and bringing it home for round 2. Again, as I've said before, because there's so many teams playing, it's only top 2 that goes through. Top 2 and 14 third places. So you can say top 2 and a little over half third places go through. So if the third place here has more points than the other third places in the other groups, they'll go through as well. I'm not sure if they will. I haven't looked at the other leaderboards. But it's going to be close. It's going to be damn close. So because FaZe has been able to rack up as many points as they have, everyone else has been left with only so many points kind of up for grabs. And therefore things have gotten, well, as I said, extremely close for everyone here. So this will be fun to watch. Sloss Force in 4th at 22. Vulgaire at 25. Joy sits at 21. PG 619 is in 6th with 20 points. So a lot of teams right now, are within just 5 points, and potentially that being within them qualifying or not. So a lot of teams to look out for. If you want to see the overall leaderboard, you can do !leaderboard. That should guide you to that homepage. You'll be able to find it in there. And then just scroll down to group number 23, which is where we are. Very easy to follow along. Let's see now how this one pans out. It's an Eastern Plain, meaning that the George Paul Circle is, well, I mean, it's probably not going to happen. Will FaZe get dropped on again? It doesn't seem so. Doesn't seem like it. The Scary Face guys, they were like, oh, okay, so it's FaZe Clan who go there. I guess we won't hot drop them then. Instead, we have Vulgaire, the current third place team, in a potential hot drop situation with full HD. Let's see. Hard spawn vehicle has been yoinked. They'll be, seems like they'll be going away. No? Staying to loot or leaving? Staying to loot or leaving? Seems like they actually stay. Okay, so Vulgaire, they don't mind having another team next door to loot against. FaZe, they get themselves into Pachinki. Shouldn't be contested there. Oh, you don't go there when there's a teammate from an opposing team right out front. Blucher, you need to keep driving, mate. You need to keep driving. And I think he realized that too. He's going to turn around and immediately get safely away and back towards his teammates. So no one landing on each other. So it can still go multiple places. It could potentially go military. I mean, there's a chance. A small one, but there's a chance for military circle. But other than that, it's pretty western, everything considered. Given how far east the plane was, I mean, they really had to parachute far to make it to Pachinki. So I guess that means that if you're Blucher, if you're any of these teams that are sitting somewhat towards the west now, you actually, I mean, if you do like Blucher's doing, send it now, then you won't be guaranteed, obviously, but there's a pretty big chance that no one is gonna be, no one is gonna be in the Gatka-ish area unless they jump early to cast and send it that way. But I guess we know alongside Blucher that is not the case at all. So this could be a pretty interesting situation. Rise and Hide. Why do I want to say that? Rise and Hide. Rise and Win. Sitting in second place right now. They had themselves a win with a ton of points in game 1. Then they get a 1 point game 2, and then they get a 2 point game 3. So they're thriving off of their early win, but having not been able to perform the last 2 games, everyone else has started kind of catching up to them now. So they will again they can't really just I guess you can say rest on their laurels. They need to keep it up now in the last game. They need to finish off strong in order to make it into round 2. Let's see, down towards Naya, Vulgaire. They're backing off again. They don't want to fight here, and Full HD. Seems like they have other plans. And this is looking around. Did he hear the vehicle being put into use? I think he may have. Let's see. He's going to spot one. Doesn't want to start shooting. Okay. And this wasn't comfortable with where he was. Didn't want to start shooting too early. Ooh, it's going to get back in the vehicle once more. Now, shots are going to be fired. Double headshot comes in. Second one gets headshot. No, go for the flush. Why are you flush? Anders. Kill the guy in the car. Anders. No. I mean, I like the headshot. Good shooting, buddy. Nice. But shoot the guy in the car. That would have been the play to make. Kill the guy in the vehicle. Don't flush this one when you still have shots at the guy that you've just headshotted as well. That's unfortunate, which means that, well, yeah, I mean, I guess they should praise themselves lucky to get to survive with 3. Thought they were only going to be able. I thought they were only going to be able to get away with just that one player. In the meantime, Joy, they lose 1 as well. So your 3rd place and your 5th place team taking casualties early on. That's of course unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Feels bad, man. That's just how it is. First phase, sneaky peekingly making his way down the hill. I think he heard the vehicles from Pizza Monkey pull up on the compound, and is FaZe gonna? Are they gonna pull up on that? Is this the full-on Leroy? Seems like it. A silent pull-up at least. The stealthy Leroy. And their response. Do they even know? Are they just looting? Have they got any clue what's about to happen? No, they don't. They are not ready for it at all. Ace, half HP, Death, the exact same situation. Benz is inside the house. He might be able to get an angle on one. Ooh, to the other side. Tacked up, minimal HP. Has to get healed up, but it's not going to happen. Creator able to find him. Benz now finds AC. AC? Is that a new player? Toby has forgotten how to say the letter T. It's probably the most important letter to say for your name and your tournament. Ace Clan in trouble here. They've lost 2 already. Gustav stays alive, but barely with any HP. Now he has to instantly prone down again. Not looking good. Again, I mean, FaZe, they've probably already qualified anyway. They probably just wanted a little longer break. The only way that FaZe doesn't qualify is if 2 teams get more than 25 points, which I would have to say is very unlikely. Neo, they know they need points, so they're going to come in here. Try and see if they can take some. Oh, nice shot. Thought that was going to be a connected one, but not quite the case. Instead, he gets one tack towards him. One more connects. Roxy is going to be able to find Uber, so he's going to go down. Gustav now taking shots from the other side as well. So all of a sudden, FaZe finding themselves in a little bit of a pickle here. They thought they had it. They thought the breach was on. The breach was on, but Pizza Monkey were there to respond, and now your Never Eco team up on the hillside are starting to look like they're in a little bit of trouble as well. Creator does go down. That might buy them some time, but they are only 3. Blue Chair went down earlier. A 3-way tie here of teams sitting and trying to fight one another. Everyone having lost players. Now Ace goes down as well. I think that's the call indeed of this Never Eco. They're pulling up on it. Don't want to waste any more time. Might as well just send it full speed forward. Rise around the side. Wants to get the flush in the knock he had just before. Can't find him inside the smoke though. Base is still here as well, and you gotta respect that if you're if you're Never Eco. There you go. Finds the flush. Dark Dreams down as well. South GG. At least the player knocked so far. Nades thrown forward. Now want to see if they can find some more, but there's no one alive inside that barn, of course. That is not info that they have. First phase over the top, might be able to spot one, and indeed he does. 2 tanks comes in. Gladmar is able to stay alive though, behind the small wall there. More teams potentially looking to try and see if they can engage on this. The more teams, the more fun. Isn't that how it is? The bigger the cluster, the bigger the viewer joy for some reason. Mamos finds ace. Everyone's taking casualties in this compound of doom. Who will come out on top though? Three teams are sharing it. Benz is by himself, a solo player, Pizza Monkey. They were starting to they weren't really, but they kind of were starting to chase. I mean, they were at 24 points. Had they got themselves, again, as I said, had they gotten themselves a win in this one, it could have been close. But obviously that win seems really, really far away now. They're in the situation there. And look towards the southeast, how many teams are down here. We have Full HD and your Rise and Win pushing forward with Slushfalls already sitting here ready and waiting. Meanwhile, the circle hard shifts to the west. There are so many teams down here. This is going to be a cluster beyond belief. Jeek down already. Andy's able to find the first one. And now Full HD are turning around. They want more. Momos finds one vehicle is coming in straight behind him though. 100 able to get him down. He goes down in return to Hammelbob is there. This is a full-on cluster. An absolute cluster of teams trying to fight his way through. Monkey goes down. 1 HP. Carlisle and hip firing his way to a survival, at least for now. And that is going to be Full HD eliminated. You have all of Rise and Win on the other side. They find 2 of those kills. And again, I mean, they are in a situation where this is as many points as they've gotten last game. And the game before that, they only had 1, so they need a lot of points to be able to stay put now. Teams rotating forward, making their way into new circle. Base going back down to play the same position they did before. They lost 1. I believe, yep, it was Uber. They lost in the previous rotation. In the meantime, we have a bit of a Wild West chase going on. Your Team 17, PG619, trying to get away and stay safe. And well, for now, it seems like it's a possibility to do just that. But they are going to keep driving forward, and they might be going straight into the hands of FaZe Clan, but yeah, it seems like they'll be backing down towards the compound as well. A lot of teams, though, down towards the south, and they're all going to be pulling up the exact same building. Mechanismo stops the vehicle. He found the knock in the field, tries to see if he can get more, but they don't know there's a full other team sitting in here ready and waiting. Hiki Corpit all here already. Watch Vodina goes down. But again, as I said, I think they thought that was the only team they'd have to deal with. They weren't expecting a team to already be sitting in this compound ready and waiting. A nade is thrown here. That could be detrimental for the team. February goes down. The buffed UMP comes in handy. Finds 1. Can't find more, though. Goes down immediately in return. Here comes 2 Ike or Tyke. Pushing forward. Only a head is visible, and the head will be seen. The head will be tagged up, and now Nickel from behind gets a good angle in there. Weren't expecting one to be in the shop window, but he was there, ready to spray. Let's say a somewhat improvised crossfire setup, but it worked out at least. It has worked out. Now the Cornwall jumping, he goes down as well. Higi Corbett eliminato. That's going to be one of the teams looking to try and see if they can get themselves into points here. We'll get the win as well, get the kills of it. They're sitting in 6th place at 20. That's 3 kills added. They're bouncing the silver into 4th place now. Slushforce up there as well. They also got a few kills earlier. So it's going to be tough. Slushforce miles out in the blue trying to find their way forward. This is far from decided. I think the only thing we can confirm is that it's going to go down. It's going to go down to the very last player alive here. FaZe, I think, is the only team we can say are going through to the next round, but that 2nd place and potential 3rd place is very much up for grabs. Circle down towards the south. We've been here once before. Ended a bit further north in that field up there, but this time around we're headed down south, and I think, oops, lost fortune, Pachinki. That's a detour. I think Malmos had the better read on it. Malmos knew all along they was going the other way. Glad. A lot of people over the top. Again, we don't see too many M249s. They are pretty good for for rotation holds and rotation camps, but we don't really see a whole lot of M249 play. Even though, I mean, it is up for grabs, it is in the game, but not too many people up to play with it. Majestic Your current second place team. I say current because there's no guarantees that it will remain that way after this game is over. Hey, that wasn't me. Indeed it was. Spotted out as he rotated forward. He's gonna find the first Headstrooper. Oh, her Bullseye, I should say, goes down, but he finds a kill in return. That's Kobai. Or Kova Evi. I don't know how to say it. Kova Levi. Maybe. Kova Levi. Finds one. They want to get the rest up towards their teammate. Might be able to. And now they get the topple on the other side. Ooh, spots him. Only one tack though. Nate lopped on over. Are you still behind that tree? Then I'd advise you to move away from it. Nope, he's gonna be able to stay there without any damage being done towards him. Rest should be coming in as well. So trading 1 for 1 so far. As I say that, no. What am I saying? They still at 4 alive, but Projastic is the one on the other side. Can he even spot them? Might be able to see something. I mean, okay, so he can hold. In case they push north around, like in case they try to flank, he will be the one with eyes on that. But I think right now, given how important this final game is, he would be much more useful in an up-close situation. Because if they get 2 knocks here, that's going to be Rise and Hyde in a very, very scary position. Now, that didn't quite happen. Let's see if Katavo, Mr. Potato. I only say potato because that's literally what his name means. I wouldn't call people potato unless if they really whiff their aims badly. Nothing gonna happen there. So Rise and win. 5 kills trying to claw that second place home and make their, well, I guess you can say guaranteed push into the next round. Slushforce in the meantime, lucky to stay alive here. And I would love to be able to go into a vehicle and click like you can do on crates and see how much durability that left. But I'm pretty sure that with all the players shooting at it just before, it should be pretty well banged up. Now they do get the center circle though, so it paid off to go to Pochinki for a remote second. The far off Pochinki rotation worked out in the end of it, and now they're sitting dead center. There's still space to play on the south side, but it's a matter of how the hell do you get there? Do you rotate all the way around Quarry? Do you try to push underneath? Do you even go for it? And then you have this hillside. If you're up on the hill now, if you have to push down from it eventually, it's going to be so damn difficult and so damn scary, because if you're going into that field, and we saw it last game, when you have to push from an uphill into a field, that's usually that sentence. Andro looks for kills further down, but they have no idea that Yansky is already here. 0 kills so far for Joy, and while they got a knock, they got a flush play in return. Finns goes down as well, and Joy are in trouble. All of a sudden, they were sitting in a good position coming into the final game here, but that might come to an end before they would have wanted it to relegate. Eliminated as well. Multiple teams chiming in on that one. That's welcome to Severny alongside Never Eco finding kills there, and I think if you're he's just leaving like nope, no, I'm leaving, bye. He's gonna try and see where they'll, I don't even know where you go if you're him in this situation, to be fair, but we'll see where Lido Kisa will be able to get off to. Slushforce in the meantime trying to hold off TPT. Horcrux finds the first. Emelbap goes down. The rest should be possible, you'd think. But look at this Volgaire. They're coming in as well. Volgaire, the team that lost a player real early on in the game up in Yasnaya. Again, should be happy with the fact that there's still 3 alive, because I think Anders had a chance to get 1 more, which he didn't opt to go for. So they should consider themselves pretty blessed in those terms. But they do as well have something to play for. They have seen that Rise are still claiming points, and I think that's their main issue here. They need to not only settle for that third, they want to get second, and they need to deal with Rise and win. But of course, with them being this far down in the south, it's not really a fight they can take right now. Eno, he literally wrapped around the entire circle. Woohoo! And now he's in. Not only that, but he's going to be able to get himself a Shack to play from as well. Let's see. Yoink. There's the Shack. Will he be able to get in as well? Yes, he will. Didn't even have to pre-fire. Just sprints on in. That could be the smart play, right? Leave the what do you say? Leave the energy drink outside. to bait people to not do a pre-fire in the end to the shack. I would always recommend you to do a pre-fire, even jump up to the windows and see if you can spot something though, just to be sure. 619. You have Raw on the side. Rise and win. That's what's gonna happen here. Will you fall short? They already have 5 kills. It's been a good game for them so far. Not only 5 kills, but of course being able to keep all 4 alive throughout all of it. Let's see where this one is headed. Will we send up? Will we go out on the field? Will we go up on the hills? There's a lot of terrain difference in these two, like this split right here. So if it goes down here, it's field. If it goes up here, it's hillside. Where are we headed? Ooh, a little bit of both in a compound. So FaZe will have to push up the hills. So will everyone else. And there's still some space to play down south. But you're limited to trees and whatever you bring yourself. Cast, smokes, sure thing, go for it. But other than that, it's just trees. All the cover you're going to get. Maybe a rock or two. I don't even think there are any. There's one rug. One rug down there. That's literally it. A rug, a few bushes. Oh, there's 2 rugs actually. I lied. Sorry. Fake info. 2 rugs. A lot of trees. And whatever you bring yourself. Volga, they're going to rotate underneath. Smart play by the team trying to get 2nd place. And all the top teams right now, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, are inside of this one. As I said, whether FaZe go out now or not, they should be pretty well safe in the top of the leaderboard, given their lead they had with their 2 good start-off games. But it's gonna be hard for anyone else trying to make their way in. Mars trying to run up. FaZe was shooting at him, but seems like they stopped doing so. Be able to make the run forward. Wow, 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 wow. Nice sound of the blue. Ooh, 2 players spotted. Will he start shooting? No, he won't. Gives the info across, though. Could come in real handy. Now loses a teammate. You need some points here, NEGATIVNOY. Do you want to go for the shots, or do you not? One sprayed. 2nd one, not quite. So he goes down, and it wasn't even him. It was actually Horcrux on the other side who got the kill. Ruthless King, I don't expect you to be able to sneak your way into it the same way now that you did last game. But having said that, Horcrux did just tank a nade towards him. A lot of damage being done. FaZe in the meantime pushing up as well. So Ruthless, will he be left forgotten on the backside of the hill once more? Will he be able to sneaky snake his way into the top placement? Well, he is inside placements now, but he's also outside the circle, so don't think it's gonna be a 2nd place this time around. But having said that, you never know. You never know. We've seen snakes do it before. Back-to-back sneaky snake top placements. No helmet again. It's very much a replica of what happened last game. Does Gustav? No. There's somebody over the hillside. You might have a hunch. Knows there's someone up there. Joy out in 8th. I think that's going to be them eliminated. Trying to crash into the compound. Not gonna work out. FaZe again shifted away from. But this one could come in real handy for both, to be fair, for both Rise and Win and for Volga. Again, you're a 2nd and 3rd place team. The initial taps didn't work. Gustav goes for the 4x spray. And there you go. Gets the kill. Welcome to Severny. Eliminated. We are narrowing down the list, guys. We are narrowing it down 2nd by 2nd. 80 taps forward. Marmos goes down. Hammelbab is there. He's prone down. 2 Tigers in the compound. They're all in. The only team outside right now is actually FaZe. And then you have down on the south side. As I said before, whatever you bring yourself alongside a few rocks. That's what you're going to get to play from. And I think Rise and Win, if comes to terms with it. Could you have maybe pushed a bit further forward? Potentially. Now we get a breach inside the compound here. Volga against TBT2. But what can you do against the 3-man strong team trying to get into 2nd place? Brave. Looks around, finds the flush on 1. Cora finds the flush on Bendy outside. That is unfortunate. They're down to 2 now. No eyes, vehicles crashing in as well. This is raw. If there's a team that wants one team in this compound eliminated, that is these guys right here. They know that Vulgar and TBT are fighting. What better time to crash it than right now? Smart play by the team. I mean, if you can't secure your second place by you staying alive, you might as well try and see if you can take out the teams trying to chase you when you fall down. See, Cora. Ooh, can you get on the table? Maybe see someone. That's an annoying angle. Almost able to spot one over, but not quite the case. So 3 duos. I guess. I mean, technically, Rise and Hide is a squad team, but 3 duos sharing this compound for now. We still have 2 more circles to go. Face will get to play the hilltop, and Hammelbap proning it out as best as he can. Hello there, KK. More like headshot at the headshot. He goes down. Hammelbap prones in the middle. Try and see how many placement points he can grind off of this one. But having both second and third place still in the game, you'd have to think that that kind of seals the deal for him. But no guarantees. We ain't gonna try and. Ooh, that would have been a good nade too. They were both there, ready and waiting. Just didn't quite make it through the window, boss. That would have been a really good nade now. Kowalevi needs to move. Mechanismo does go down. I think that was actually the guy shooting. So thank you, Fuzzface. Kowalevi can say. And very fortunate that shots come in the way that they did. Circle's gonna send up once more. Face still playing the hillside. They have eyes down. Clickety got rest back on up. Does he spot Fuzzface? He does. A few attacks come in, but nothing confirmed. Mechanismo does go down. I think that was the second and third knock on him. So, well, it's just going to be a matter of time since they couldn't commit to the rest. Blue is going to start closing in just 20 seconds. Muesli finds one. That's an important knock from the side, too. Does that mean they can run further forward? I'm not sure. He's inside the circle, though. He honestly might just want to stay put. The thing is, as you can see, I was just going to say no smokes, no nothing. There's only so many angles that tree can cover you from, and unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Fuzzface able to find him, and FaceClan looking for yet another top placement. They already have a win alongside the 5th place. The 5th place came in with, what was that? There was 13 kills, and now they're looking for even more. Horcrux trying to hold it back. Safe, nice double peek. Had Pajastic not been able to get him down, you would have had Kowalevi around the side able to help. So they're going to be staying put for now. 7 kills and 3 alive. On the other side, you have the 3rd place team, Brave, sitting alive with quite a few, with 2 and only a couple of kills on their side. 11 kills. Face are having a field day. Uber, usually whenever they have high kill games, he's part of I would say he likes to take his part of the killing, and he hasn't found a single one because he went down earlier this one. But goes to show that Face is a very, very solid 4-man roster where everyone can go out and take the burden on their shoulders when they have to. Was Face so far sitting at 6 kills, trying to find even more. Face is splitting out, wanting some control. Gustav trapping underneath, sneaking his way forward. Both Bulgaria players are alive, and this could honestly come down to, I mean, it's actually kind of ironic. It's the top 3 teams that are in top 3 right now. The thing is, it's only top 2 that guarantees to go through. So if Face were nice, they just died now. Like, if Face is a really nice team, they just die now and give the kills to the 2 teams who actually need the kills. But I know Face, they aren't like that. They wanna show some dominance and secure these skills, of course. Gustav has pushed aggressively in. 8C's on the wall as well. They know the circle's going to come out, and that's why they've pushed down. They know the circle is going to go away from that wall, and that's why they're waiting for it. Gustav finds the first, finds the flush immediately there as well. 13 bullets, has to reload, does so, and backs off right after. Jam, still alive inside. He's waiting as best as he can. Only 1 kill for Vulgar. And then now is when you start wondering if they will even get to remain in that 3rd place, because there were teams behind them who were harvesting pretty decently as well. Pajastic tries to get healed on up. Wait, doesn't it? Hello? Doesn't he at least hear him on the other side? You'd have to think. 8C finds the first, and they get down the second. 8C tacks him up, gets the headshot through the car as well. What a nice spray coming in from 8C. He has been delivering all day, and there ain't no stopping now, especially not with just one more game left of round 1. Still a Bulgaria player alive. Will he be able to stay inside? No, he will have to leave the warehouse. And right now, if you're down there as Bursa, stay alive. You're almost... Actually, he's not even inside the circle yet. But stay alive. Say, you know what? Okay, fair enough. FaZe Clan, you get the win. Stay alive and see how much you can get off of placement points and potentially a flush on a player as well. One is knocked on the other side. Oh, that's a ruthless Molotov. That is just cruel. That's going to be you going down before anything happens. Let's see what Hespersa can do by himself. It's just going to be a matter of seconds before Fuss gets eyes on you. You would have to think at least. Oh, hello. How are you doing over there? 3 tags coming in. Fuss finds his kill number 7. And FaZe Clan solidify what has been a pretty dominant day so far with a 15 kill win. They were already sitting...